Can y'all see me better now?
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I'm black as a juju bees.
We live.
Good evening, Life Off the Bench family. Great Sunday. Uh, first Sunday of spring. Daylight savings time went into effect last Sunday. So in essence, we get longer days. Yay! One of my favorite times of year is when the time changes, man. I'm a daylight dude, so this works well for me. My next favorite time of the year, or my favorite time of the year, is about to be here in another couple of months. I'm a summer guy to the T. I hope everyone had a great day, man. For me, today it was happy but sad. Uh, as you all know, my daughter plays club, and they made it to the gold bracket in Tampa, but they lost to a very good OTVA team, man. Shout out and congrats to OTVA. They we beat the team they played in the championship game. So and they beat us, so they should have been a shoe in to win the entire event for the 14-year-old division. Shout out to Use. The shout out to the 17Us. They won the gold bracket championship. Shout out to the 18s. They competed in the championship game as well. Don't know what they did yet though. So really proud of our Red Storm family of volleyball athletes. That's, seeing your children compete is one of the most coolest things that can happen for you if you're a sports parent, which I've been for a long time. Then also, today was my grandbaby's, my G baby, KJ. He's a Grayson. Today was his 1-year birthday party. I got to miss that. But I want to shout out to my son, bros, man. They were right there for him in our absence, and me and his mother and his sister's absence while we were in Tampa. Nick Hills, Jarvin, Barrett, Jarvin Anderson, and the other guys that was there celebrating in our place with our son as he shared in his son's first birthday party. Thank you guys, man. I appreciate y'all. It means a lot to me that he has friends that are willing to stand in the gap with him. Today, we were supposed to talk about grief. When grief is when your parents pass away from a terminal illness or a long-term, illness, or happenstance to just sometimes their time is up and they go on to our Father in heaven. But today wasn't a good day for that for me. I don't know if I am strong enough to pursue that topic on today. But we got another great topic for you, man. And this topic here is going to help some people. This topic is going to help some people. Why? I'm glad you asked why. I'm super glad you asked why. The reason why is because it's talking about how to pursue your breakthrough and where to begin. And just like grief, we all have a breakthrough point. We all have a breakthrough point that we must, say it with me, we must begin somewhere. Joining us on the panel tonight, he is our producer of the show tonight, my guy, the old ball coach. What's up, coach? How you doing?
Doing pretty good.
Man, hey, thank you for producing the show tonight, man. Really grateful, really humble that, again, stepping in the gap. That's what brothers do. One love, baby. Top right, Grayson Girl 1. Healing Hands Ministry.
What's up?
What's up?
Somebody in a good mood today. Okay.
Man. Hey, you know what? All I'm gonna say is I'm gonna say the first part, y'all say the second part. Can we do that? Can we roll like that tonight? All I'm gonna say is God is good all the time.
And all the time, God is good.
That is good.
There we have it. Need we say more? I doubt it. Hey, to my on the screen it's to my right, but technically it's to my left. It's our girl. She's a social working queen. Nobody works harder on the health and human services side of the food stamp game than my girl Pipes. She is a expert. You got some food stamp issues for a small fee, she'll hook you up with an answer.
Now, why are you trying to get my friend fired and lose her good state of goodness? I do not know.
Yes, that's what he said. For a small fee. That's what he said. No fees involved. I can just tell you how to apply. Tell you how to apply.
Hey,
Right.
so the fee thing, did I go a little too far with the
Yeah,
fee
too
thing?
far.
Yeah,
Too far.
too much. A little too much.
So I can't clown tonight?
Not,
You can,
not
but
like that.
don't not like that. Not like that.
Y'all is dumb. Y'all is dumb.
Mm-mm.
Man,
No, we real.
we can't joke about the food stamps and the welfare.
No, because you
can
know
joke,
good and
you
well.
can joke
Those
as much as
people,
you want to, but you cannot include us getting any gifts or any monetary
that's
or
right.
anything that
Right.
may cause us to lose all we have invested in the state, local, and federal government. Thank you.
That's right.
How many years you got in federal government, Grayson Girl One?
18. Too many to just give away.
How many years you got, Pipes, in state government?
14.
Oh,
14.
y'all running the tight race. Pipes, you a freshman, she a senior.
She was a senior
Oh,
when she
my
got in
Lord.
there because she already had 10. She
Right.
already had 10 in. She already had
You a
10 in.
hater, Pipes. You a hater, Pipes. Hey,
No, I'm not hating. No, I'm proud that she was able to get all that back because here in Texas, they wasn't doing it right.
hey, nah, but
They
hey,
wasn't going to give
y'all,
it to her.
At all.
y'all,
They was going to give it to me, but I was going to have to pay them something to get it. So,
hey,
$4,000
hey, look
or
though, now,
$14,000.
y'all please welcome our health and human services specialist, Miss Deborah Piper. I call her Pipes. I've been knowing her a long time. She talk a lot of trash, y'all. She can talk trash with the best of them. She my OG. My friends on the south side don't like that. I throw up that dub, but y'all know why I throw it up. I know 2 people know why I throw up the dub.
Why you
That's
throw
on
it
the
up?
screen. I can't tell everybody that, man. The people that know,
Okay.
know.
Why?
Okay.
Because you went to West Monroe?
oh, Chad, that's hurtful.
On the
And
west
we
side
ain't
of
from the
Monroe?
West. We ain't from the West, Chad. No, sir. No, sir. I can't even let you have that. We ain't from the West.
And y'all know the bad part about it is, though, because he producing the show tonight, I can't kick his hind part out. Hey, Pipes, what's up, my girl? How you doing?
Not much. Doing pretty good.
Hey, you guys. So look, I gotta take a quick break, real quick. I'm gonna let y'all just chop it up about whatever. Y'all say something nice to each other while I take a minute to post these podcasts to the appropriate place. I'm gonna try to be back in 1 minute. Can y'all handle that for me real quick?
1 minute.
I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all the bestest
I
ever.
appreciate.
Chad, that's
All
your
right,
buddy.
I appreciate that.
He my brother, but he your buddy, so it's your job to keep him in line when the niece not here. And I do understand that may be hard to do, but let me say, don't keep him in line. This may be a part of his breakthrough. I just got that revelation. Let him do what he do. Might be a part of his breakthrough. So
I do
Yeah.
not like y'all. I do not like y'all right now at this very moment in life, because it's not. I'm telling y'all what we not gonna do, as the young kids say, we not gonna pick on Hobart today. Today is
They
not.
not picking on you. Like she said, it might be your breakthrough.
Today is not pick on Hobart Day, because Hobart's always in a great mood, 365. Even when
Okay.
people try to, y'all know how people is, man. Y'all know how people is. We ain't even got to speak on that. But at the end of the day, man, your breakthrough starts right now. And look, I probably should have got Chad to lead in with this, man, because I'm stupid big on this one. And if you grew up in Annie Roof House, you absolutely know who this is. So my girl SC, she created a song that says, y'all ready for it? Y'all ready for it?
Ready.
You're next in line for
For a
your
miracle.
miracle. Your
Yep.
breakthrough is right here. Your breakthrough is right here. All you have to do is be prepared right now to walk through your blessing. And so the topic says, tell me the topic, Chad.
How to pursue your breakthrough. Where do you begin?
It's a question within a question.
Mm-hmm.
How do you pursue it? But even more purposefully and important, where do you begin? You begin right now, today, right here in this very moment. And so we're going to start off with my girl, Pipes. Pipes, where would you begin if you needed a breakthrough right now?
Oh wow. I would have to, if I had, I would start off by getting to know me, because I can have all the wants and needs and everything, know them all. But if I don't know me and what motivates me, it's not going to happen. I mean, you just have to recognize that it's coming. And I feel like if you know who you are, you know what's coming, what's on the way. If I explain it right. If I
you know
explain
what's
it right.
coming, you know what's on the way.
Yeah.
I
What have you
caught a couple.
prayed for? What have you prayed for? Do you have a spirit of expectancy? Are you expecting anything?
Don't go too fast though, Pipe. Oh, put that Pipes.
What's that?
Put that one in your side pocket for later. Don't put it in your back pocket and sit on you do nothing. All right?
Okay. Okay.
And be patient. We don't want to go that fast. We don't want to take the people from the start to the middle.
Right.
I want to marinate right here for just a little bit, because people really don't know where to start at to get a breakthrough. Grayson Girl 1, let me have it.
So first I want to say the dictionary defines breakthrough as a sudden, dramatic, and important discovery of development. So first that means you have to figure out what it is that you need a breakthrough from. What is it that's causing the problem?
Mm-hmm.
Once you determine, I'm getting the flag on the play too.
No, this timeout sign, flag go like that. hand go up like that, you know you committed a violation. Now, I want you to say that little spiel after you gave the definition again, because that's going to help somebody.
Once you figure out what the problem is, then you can begin working on the solution to the problem. You have to know what the problem is, or what caused the problem, I think is what I said.
Okay. I'll buy that for $1. That's all you got?
So theoretically, the reason why we don't get breakthroughs is because we don't deal with the issues.
There you go, jump into the middle. We dealing with this primary issue right now of where we start. Cause it like, whoo, boy, there's some people that's broken out here. But they scared to say they broken because one, they scared, the people that's closest to them, they're scared they're gonna beat them down, brutalize them, murder them, rape them, and then rape them again by talking about them behind their back.
So that's why one of the primary things, you have to know who your inner circle is. You got to know who the people are you can talk to without feeling any retribution, any backlash, any damaging or harming side effects. You know, when the farmers plant their crops, they use pesticide, but they don't use pesticide that's going to kill the crops. They use pesticide that's going to keep all the other stuff away from killing the crops. So you got to know who inside your inner circle. They may give you the harsh truth, but they're not going to kill you. So once, and when I say that, once they give you the truth about you, they then turn around and wrap you up in a blanket with love. And they let you know it's going to be all right. No matter what it is, we got this. They also help walk you through whatever that is without backbiting, murmuring, complaining, whatever it is that people do when somebody confides into them.
Facts. Big facts.
And so you really have to get you don't even need 10, 12. People think you need a lot of folks, 1 or 2. Jesus walked with 12, but he ain't at all times use all 12 of them.
That's right.
And so the scriptures say where there are 2 or 3 touching and agreeing, there he is in the midst. So get your 2 people, 2 good people that you can trust, that you know are going to shelter you while you trying to figure out how to get through this breakthrough. If it's, you know, in the midst of your tears.
Chadwick, where, and I don't you dare lie either, Chadwick. I know you well. We got a lot of years. We got a lot of years of friendship with each other. And your breakthrough, when you needed your breakthrough, where you started at, bro?
Man, look, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, my pastor been preaching on this like for a long time. Well, not even say a long time, but as recently, man. And the more and more, as often as he preached it, you know, it is true, man. It first begins with the renewing of your mind. You know, you have to think different, all right. And then whenever you think differently about your situation, your circumstance, and you can see things clearly for what they are,
right?
That's the beginning stages of your breakthrough. The renewal of your mind, because and we were talking about being talked about by other people and all because of your situation, your circumstance. You know, if you realize who the source of your power, the source is, then you'll understand your position. Because in Romans 5 it says there's no condemnation to those who are in Christ. You know, that's so right. So we're covered. But it starts with the renewing of your mind. You have to look at things You have to be able to see things clearly. And once you start seeing things clearly, that's the beginning process of arriving and the process. And it is a process of receiving your breakthrough.
Man, y'all, hey, and I'm just gonna tell y'all, man, see, cause I'm a real one. And the breakthrough began with you. I said that earlier. So in this process of understanding breakthrough, it starts with you. You must be honest with yourself. You must speak to yourself in spirit and in truth, because the man that will lie to his dang self is surely not to be trusted. A
That's
woman
right.
that will lie to her dang self is surely not to be trusted. And so in this process, y'all, everybody know my story. 23 years, I cried every single day for 365 days, like a baby. When I was around, and I said this maybe last week or on a little video, when I was around people, I was fine. Because my mind was preoccupied. But the minute I was by myself longer than 5 minutes, I was bawling like a girl. No disrespect to girls.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
No disrespect to girls, man. A lot of my favorite people in the world are girls. Or they started off as a girl, now they're a woman. All right, so it's no disrespect to girls. I wouldn't be here if it had not been for a girl that became a woman.
That's right.
My best friend in life is a girl that became a woman. My favorite child in life is still a little girl. Got that? She's my princess. I treat her like she's my princess. But I'm saying, you got to start somewhere. And
Yeah.
so when you look at this thing, we can't be afraid. We can't be afraid to tell ourselves the truth. And we shouldn't want to lie to ourselves. So I said, man, I know I wasn't perfect, but I had to do something right. Did I do one thing right? That was a question that I asked myself. I said, man, did you do one thing right? And then I said to myself, I said, self,
Self said, huh?
said, damn, bro. Well, were you a good father? Yes. That's one check. Were you a good husband? Well, damn, son, you got to tell the truth on that one. That's what I'm telling myself. Said, boy, you better not fucking lie. Oh, my bad on the F-bomb, y'all. I said, you better not lie. Sometime, or can I hit y'all with one of my favorite memes? I can't even see. I can barely see. Barely. Y'all know the one I'm talking about with a girl standing out of police. Barely. Sometimes we all we got. So, again, at the end of the day, man, you cannot lie to yourself if you truly want a breakthrough.
So can I bounce back something Chad said earlier? In Romans, it said, think of you got to renew your mind, and the only way you renew your mind is by being true to your own self. You got to be honest. You got to be open. So you got to have those fruit of the spirit that it talks about in Galatians also. Long suffering, patience. So you got to be patient with your own self, no matter how bad you think the situation is or how bad you think it was. When you exercise a little patience, a little love, a little compassion with your own self, it breaks up the fallow ground.
Right.
And it allows you to start the repairing. With the Band-Aid on there all the time, sometimes you put some Neosporin on there so it don't get infected. so don't no bacteria get in. So sometimes you put some peroxide on there to clean it out. Sometimes you put what's that little purple stuff they used to put on the soils all the time? Merkin, I can't think of the name of it. Y'all know I'm talking about, that dye that don't wash off.
Mercury comb.
Just be stuck to your skin. So sometimes
Yeah.
you have to do some different things in order to begin the breakthrough process. You got, you got to till the soil in order to start this journey. And so most definitely you got to be truthful to yourself. It don't matter
right.
what you tell everybody else. You can tell everybody else everything, anything you want to tell them, but until you reach down within the confines of yourself and pull
That's
out
right.
whatever is going on with you, and kind of shake it a little bit and say, look here, now we gonna get this thing together, because I'm gonna be
Right.
better than I was yesterday. And it's a one day
Right.
at a time process. Sometimes it's a
Mhm.
1 minute, 5 minute process. But you got to be real with your own self.
That's right.
And then
Go ahead,
go ahead.
Sister Pooh.
And,
So-
and then if you got some people in your circle, you got to be real with them too. And if I'm honest about the people I hang with, boy, they just as hard as I am. That man, I can't even come to them incorrect. When I come to them, I got to come to them correctly, because they're gonna be looking at me like, now, girl,
We know
that
better.
that one down across from Life Off the Bench, she be, hey, really? No, ma'am. I mean, they literally call me out, but those are the people that I associate with. Because if the shoes were reversed, the tables were turned, and they were coming to me, that's
That's
how I
right.
would hit them up as well.
That's right.
So you got to know the people in your circle are going to give you just what you need. I don't want her to give me no baby food when I need to be eating chicken. I don't want no wine when I need some water.
Right.
You ain't supposed to drink no damn wine anyway.
Really?
But let me tell y'all this right here, and y'all think we putting it last, but it's not last. But it has to happen. Breakthrough cannot happen until first you're honest with you, and then the very next thing to happen, once you become man or woman enough to be honest with yourself, and if you need a little help again, your next in line is a great place to start. Part 1 and part 2, in your presence. Well, hey, I'm telling y'all, in your presence, that's my go-to, bro. I'm when the day bogging me down, and I just need to release some stuff so I can seek His face. I go to in your presence, part 1 and 2. You gotta seek God's face in order for Him to manifest something in your life. Anybody catch that? Anybody?
I got it.
Anybody need a repeat on that?
No, we got it.
You
That's
must
the first thing you do.
seek God's face.
Yeah. You have to.
And I ain't no preacher, and I know that.
Yeah.
And watch this. I'm not gonna tell y'all that you can't get a breakthrough without God, because you can't. Your process is just gonna be a hell of a lot longer. It's gonna be a hell of a lot harder. And your friends ain't gonna even receive you, because your good friends gonna ask you, did you seek godly counsel? What is that? Oh, say it again. Is that the accountability tree? You mean that work? Sure, the accountability tree works.
Mm-hmm.
It's called brotherhood and it's called sisterhood.
Right.
And watch this right here, y'all. Who don't need brotherhood? Who don't need sisterhood? is the basic principles of bonding. Except for your bonding with your Savior, whom knew you first.
Right.
And so now you've taken a few steps, right?
Yeah.
What's next, Deborah, in this process?
Once you see, once you reach out to God, you have to be honest when you go to God. See, some people feel like, if I just say the right thing, if I just say this, that, and the third, God will know what I want. No, you go to God sincerely. You have to be honest. Lord, this is what I need. I'm doing X, Y, X, Y, Z, and I just need you to help me. I need this. I need this. So first thing you got to do is be honest with God. When you see God's face, you seek his guidance. You have to be honest. Have to be honest. This is what I need help with. That's the thing that a lot of people are not. They're not honest with people. When they say, what's going on, they're not honest. They're not honest. Honesty. That's just it in a nutshell. It's just honesty. You have to be honest all across the board. In order to get that breakthrough, you got to be honest across the board.
And I think along with that, you need to understand who's the source. You know, you have to have your faith in the proper book. You can't have your faith in man. You can't have your faith in your tennis shoes or any of those. You have to have that God walks with you. And if you understand who He is and how He cover you in your rights and your wrongs, and you walk with Him in the steps that break.
So Chad, when you look at this process now, do you go down the beaten path? Do you go down the road less traveled? Or what's your first turn?
What's my first turn?
Yeah, what's your first turn?
Well, okay. With everything that we just did, like I said, you have to make up your mind what it is that you want. If it's God's will. If that's what He wants for you. And so if it lines up, then God's going to do. All you have to do is obedience.
Right.
And not to say that it's going to be easy, because we know that sometimes I break through the valley, and some rough times and everything, but when God's with you, when He walks with you, He's gonna walk with you. All of the turmoil and lead to a great place.
So I'm thinking about this thought, and the thought says, in peace, people are who we want them to be. In war, people are who they are. The real them comes out in war. You're going to find out all the ugliness, all the dirt. If they really been taking a bath, did they brush their teeth? Did they love you? Were they using you to misuse you? And watch this right here. Now you got to be real about why you're having this breakthrough and what the cause of it was. And you got to get over being angry. Because there's anger involved in a breakthrough. And watch this. There's not just a little anger involved. There's a lot of anger involved. Grayson Girl 1, you got divorced. Were you angry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How angry? And don't
And
worry,
then we should say
One
which
thing-
time.
And then we should say which time.
And how was it a little
And
more
how
angry?
was it a
each
little
time?
more angry
Yeah.
each time?
That's it right there.
That's it right there.
Mm-hmm.
Chad, in whatever your life situation was that you needed a breakthrough from, was there anger? Oh. Did you catch that, producer?
What's that?
What's that?
In your life situation that you needed a breakthrough from, was there anger?
Of course.
Of course.
How angry were you?
Very.
Very.
Because a lot of times
A lot of times we don't understand
why
why
God
God
has
has
those
those
things
things
in order to receive that.
in order to receive that breakthrough.
Mm-hmm.
Pipes,
Uh-huh.
pipes.
Yeah.
In your breakthrough needed situation, in the midst of your anger, did you still feel love for the issue that caused you that anger?
At that very moment, no.
At the very moment, no.
I couldn't understand.
I couldn't
understand why
why
God would allow me to go through that.
God would allow me to go through that.
When I got married,
So
I got
watch
married
this
for,
When I got married, I got married for.
in my opinion, I thought I was
In
getting
my
married for
opinion, I
life.
thought I was getting married for life.
Watch this right here. Now, hey, Pipes,
Yeah.
Pipes,
Yeah.
I'm your friend.
Uh-huh.
I'm your friend. I'm in this moment in life. I'm not trying to kick you. We clear on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just stated you don't know why God would let you go through that. Did God make a decision?
Right.
Did God make the decision for you to leave? Or did you make it?
I feel like I made the decision because it was something that had to be done. But on the same note, here's the thing. God told me in the beginning not to do it.
Uh-oh. There we have it. Hey, now see, we never know the whole story, but
Right.
in the beginning or at the end, but somewhere in the middle, the truth always lies prostrate. Chad, put that back up there, please. The truth always lies prostrate and somewhere in the middle, because watch this right here. And again, no disrespect, because I went through the same thing. Those things that God does are well done. There is no divorce when God allows something to happen, because it's built on that one thing. Chad, put that comment back up, please. It's built on that one thing. And that's God's word, be it marriage, love, friendship, brotherhood, sisterhood, even in your children. When you when you take your child to get them baptized, that's your way of saying, God, I offer my child, my seed that you gave me, back to you. And he honors that. He honors that. And so now, when the parent of the child goes astray, when the friendship goes astray, when the marriage goes astray, when the marriage goes away, the first question I asked myself was, did I consult God before I made this decision? Because before, during, and after, and then back during again, we always need to consult God to make sure we're on the right path, to make sure our trajectory is pointed in the right direction. And we know with trajectory, we need precision instruments to be able to shoot the arrow or the missile right. The arrow with love goes to the heart. Everything good flows from the heart. And guess what? Even when you're angry, love still flows to your heart. I was cussing and loving at the same time. But you got to have somebody that wants to love you back. And when you can get through that point, when you can get through to the point where you said, well, I don't love the all I can by myself. So what is time to do now, Chad? Oh, we locked up pipes? Chad. Yo.
I don't think he heard you.
I don't think he heard you.
Uh-oh, y'all. We might have problems.
Mm.
Can you hear me, Pipes?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
So,
Chad is on mute.
Chad is on mute.
Unmute your phone, Chad. I mean the computer. Pipes. We looking at this, we looking at this thing, and we're in a place of anger, but we still love that thing, that person, place, or thing.
Right.
How do you manage those emotions?
Wow.
Wow.
I'm just gonna be honest. That was one. That was one. And my divorce, I never did.
I never did.
I never. My parents was always angry and turned into hate. And then with God's help, anger stayed. But I didn't hate him. I didn't hate him anymore. So it just like I said, God tells us in the beginning what's right and what's wrong. And everybody that comes in your life is there forever.
I agree with that. But that's not them, again. So watch this right here. We've been talking from a relationship standpoint, but that also applies to work. You've been on your job 14 years. One day you walk in to work, and because Texas is the right to work state, your boss said, Piper, this is it. This is it. And they got old Cool Joe Yeah, he got his hand on his gun. And you know you've been loyal to that job. Come in when you ain't feeling well. Come in when you're sick. When you wanted to take vacation because it was a busy time of the year. You decided I ain't gonna take no vacation right now, man. I ain't finna leave my teammates in the lurch. I'm just not gonna do that. That wouldn't be right. But old Cujo right there with the badge, and he got his gun, and the boss said you gotta go. How do you curb that anger? Grayson Girl 1, let me have it.
So
So
in
in
breakthrough process, this grieving process, you go through a lot.
go through a lot.
Um, earlier in the segment,
Earlier
you
in
asked,
the
how do you start your
how do you
process?
start your process?
Another way,
Another way,
by going to the
by
Father,
going to the Father,
and you ask
and
Him
you
to
ask Him to
all
remove
those
all
things
those
that
things
are not
that
like
are not like
anger,
anger,
delusion,
delusion,
grief, um, bitterness,
bitterness.
because
Because
the one thing
the
I've
one
learned,
thing I've learned,
if He brings
if
it,
He brings it,
then He will
then He
definitely
will
bring it
definitely bring
through.
it through.
So no
So
matter
no
how
matter
it goes
how
down
it goes
or
down,
what it looks like, what it
like
feels
what it
like,
feels like,
you got to just
you
put
got
it
to just put
in
it
the Father,
of
place
the
it at
Father.
His and tell Him to allow
And tell Him to allow
the strength that you need
the
to
strength
go through
that
the
you need
situation.
to go through the situation.
Allow Him to
Allow
let
Him
you
to
show
let you
you how to
show you how
persevere
to
through.
persevere through.
Chad, you back with us?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Gotcha.
So Chad,
Yes.
Yes.
I come to you, I say, hey man, goddamn, friendship not working out, just not working out. I'm tired. Now, watch this now. Watch this now. I say I'm tired. You just haven't been a good friend to me, but I've been the one when you needed me that wasn't there for you. Your son needed a trainer. I knew he needed a trainer, and I do everything but that. But I'm the one mad at you. But I betrayed you. What's that feeling and emotion, and how do you try to manage it from a friendship point of breakthrough?
I think we need to have a conversation on what's the expectations of the friendship. Because, how is it that you can require a thing of me and 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 then expect something in a certain something in return or what have you, or whatever the situation is. We need to just come to terms. What's the terms of our friendship, and then we could better learn how to deal with one another. So,
Man, y'all on it tonight.
but if you upset, well, let's talk about it.
So does friendships have limitations or no, Chad?
It doesn't have limitations.
Yeah.
It depends on what type of friendship you want. Because
What's the best type of friendship to you?
one where we have mutual understanding and mutual trust, where you can understand where I'm coming from, I can understand where you come from. We may not agree on everything, but it's not coming from a place of malice or discontentment, but it's just coming from a place of love.
Our friendship.
Right.
So I'm about to kick you, okay?
Go ahead.
I love you. Chad, this just ain't right. Again, I'm wrong. And I keep reiterating, I'm the one being wrong. Again, you know, you can't figure it out. How do you look in the middle of the breakthrough to say, well, you know, I valued our friendship, but it just has to expire? What are those thoughts for you like? If you've had a situation like that before, because I'm never ending our friendship.
But I mean, if you got to understand though too, some things that we want to call a friendship is really maybe just an association or you know, just a contractual thing. This is how I explain it to my kids at school. You know, you have certain friends or associations that you have for different aspects of life. It's like I explain. I say I have coaching buddies, and all we do is coaching stuff. And then I have friends, let's say like community folks, community service type things. All we do is community service things. Then I have relatives. We do relative type things. All those different, you know, groups of friends, they don't necessarily have to mix. Because my coaching buddies, we're good and we're cool when it comes to coaching stuff, and that's the bond that we share. The community service folks, that's what we do. We do community service. I wouldn't bring my community service friends into my coaching stuff because they don't have anything in common. And you got to understand those different circles of friends that you have. And if somebody says, "Hey, I want to cease friendship in this area," well, maybe that's what the basis of that friendship is supposed to be. So, like I said, that's how I explain it to my kids. These are from your classmates. You only have second block. That's your second block. Because outside the second block, they might not want to be your friend. Outside the side, they don't want to be your friend, and that's okay.
Cold game of life, dog.
Right.
Cold game of life. Hard but fair, sad but true. Hard but fair, sad but true. That's the next stage in a breakthrough. You have to not convince yourself, but come to the understanding and realization that even though this thing that you need the breakthrough from may not be your fault, may not have it may not even have nothing to do with you. We know people lie, we know people backbite, we know people. Can we keep it in the buck? This off the bench sports product, right?
Right.
We know it. We know it's just some evil, despicable people here on earth that gladly is happy about your failure or your loss. So somebody might just go behind your back and lie on you. It's not like it hasn't happened before. It's not like it's never going to happen again. And again, this just doesn't apply to marriage. It just doesn't apply to work. It applies to life. A breakthrough can come in any form or facet. It's how you handle the middle part of it determines how lengthy your breakthrough will be. Have you prayed? You was honest with yourself. You seek God's face, which is a perfect thing to do. Now you have to implore honesty. Not for nobody else, but for you. Honesty. What's that rule on honesty? Anybody know?
It's the best
It's the best
policy.
policy.
You must have you must have had my mama growing up. I swear it sounded like you had my mama, because that's what she always told me. Honesty is the best policy. And don't never be dumb enough to lie to yourself.
Watch out, vehicle on shoulder ahead.
Y'all heard that? Huh?
Yeah.
You can't go into this thing saying, now who gonna check me? Because guess what somebody will do?
Do it.
They'll check you gladly. And not only may they check you, they make you whip your asterisk. So let's remain humble in the breakthrough process.
Watch out, vehicle on shoulder ahead.
What are some things, you guys, that in the middle of your breakthrough, and again, we building this is called, I think it's called self-love, self-care. We're building a breakthrough based off of self-love. If you don't love yourself, nobody will love you. Chadwick, hit me with it, baby.
You know what? Putting all this in perspective, the thing that jumps out to me, in the middle of this is,
Watch out,
we have to put
crash
our faith
reported
to work.
ahead.
Our faith to work. The Bible says, faith without works is dead. So we have the hope for this expected end. This breakthrough. But it's not just going to miraculously just happen. We have to do something too. So we have to first believe in what it is that we're, whatever this expected end, whatever you're believing for, and you have to put your faith to work. Whether it's you want a particular thing to happen, you want your marriage to work. It's just not going to miraculously happen. You got to put it to work. You have to do something in order for it to work, and you have to believe for it. If you want financial, your
Watch out,
finances,
vehicle on shoulder ahead.
you have to start doing something in order for your situations to change. Whether it's get more education, get training, whatever the situation is, you have to believe for it and understand that there's going to be peaks and valleys in it. Whether it's change your social situation. If you're surrounding yourself with people that don't mean you no good, then that means you need to put yourself towards, I want to be in a different place. So you gotta put yourself in a different place in order for that atmosphere to change. You can't keep doing the same thing and expecting something different to happen. So you have to put your faith to work in the middle.
Police reported ahead.
Facts. Chad, do me a favor, Chad. Remember that comment you put up earlier? I meant to address that, but we were having technical difficulties at that time. Can you read that question, please? Comment, I mean.
Actually, we having glitches on the dashboard. That's why I couldn't pull it up.
Okay. Sorry about that Facebook or YouTube commenter. Grayson Girl 1.
Yep.
You ready?
Uh-huh.
You made gigantic leaps and bounds in your forgiving yourself phase. Now you need to forgive the person or the thing that harmed you. What do you do first?
That wasn't hard. I can easily forgive other people. Maybe the question should have been asked, what I had to do to forgive me, because I felt like I was the man in the middle. I
You
easily,
felt like a man?
not necessarily a man, but the one that was in the middle of all the chaos, all the confusion. Man, woman, boy, girl, whatever it was that was causing me to be in a state of distress. Because I felt like I was the problem. And so it didn't take me long to forgive the other person. One, because my principles and beliefs in God say that if I want him to forgive me, I got to forgive the person that committed an ought against me. And so I'm quick to forgive others, but I'm slow to forgive my own self because I feel like I should have known better. I should have been able to do something differently based on my walk that I have with God. And so a lot of times when people feel like they're the problem, it's not that they have a hard time forgiving other people, they have a hard time forgiving themselves.
Pipes,
Yep.
what's your story that you're sticking with?
Um, First of all, I agree with her. Even though I was still angry with him, but as I moved forward, and I knew God had already told me that was not to be my husband, I went ahead and did it anyway. And I feel like sometimes God allows us to fall, not hurt ourselves, but He allows us to fall because He had already told us what we shouldn't do.
Man, I'm gonna have to say this only because I love you, Pipes.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't the only one that didn't listen to God.
That's right.
It's what, 8 billion people in the world?
That's right.
8 billion haven't listened to him at one point or another in life. So you can forgive yourself for that one, Pipe. He already forgiven you.
Yeah, He forgave me.
You don't have to let that thing hold you hostage anymore.
But I had to get over that. I had to learn how to forgive myself. When I knew that God had already told me what not to do, I had to forgive myself for being hard-headed, in the words of my grandmother.
Being womanish.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens. Just like me and the manish, women sometimes can be the fabric of who we're supposed to be. And for y'all that don't know, your fabric is your integrity. Your fabric is your character. Your fabric is the person who you are when nobody else is looking. And that's a really hard place to be in sometimes. Because again, we want that happiness or we want that thing. We desire that thing so much, be it again love, work, or life. Those are the 3 facets of life that breakthrough is needed the most from. Love, work, life. You cannot accomplish breakthrough without walking over and raking up some hot coals. And guess what? The coals burn way longer with pain than the pain actually lasts. Because sometimes we drink over that thing 2 or 3 times. Or maybe that was just me. Maybe because when you look at yourself in the mirror, you got to tell a lot of different truths.
And hope you talked about earlier in the segment that some of your breakthrough came when you were by yourself and you had them bawling, crying tears moment. Or you didn't say that's when your breakthrough came, but you said you had a lot of those moments. Those are the times when my breakthrough and my revelation came, because I was more open and honest with God than I could possibly be in sharing what I was dealing with. To tell him, this how I feel, this what I'm going through, this is what I'm dealing with. And you're the only person that can help bring me through this. And then he will have those truth moments with me. Like Deborah say, I didn't tell you to do it in the first place. You did it on your own. So now this is where we're at. And the only way you're going to come out of this is if you do X, Y, Z.
Facts.
And it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt a little bit.
It's gonna hurt.
It may hurt a lot, but it's definitely
But it's the only way you're gonna come out of it.
Y'all understanding this breakthrough thing a little bit better now? And guess what? Your heart not Southern California, so it's gonna rain a lot. And what I mean by rain is you're going to have a lot of tears encompassed in a breakthrough.
Yeah.
You're going to have a lot of anger encompassed in a breakthrough. And again, I'm telling y'all, not because I'm a genius or a rocket scientist, I'm going off real life experience. Even though I was mad enough to leave, even though I was angry with myself, even though I was angry with her, I still loved her until I didn't love her anymore. And so what's the last and final phase? Anybody know the answer?
healing, wholeness.
All that come under the last and final phase.
Receiving the
Right? You want to get
Forgiveness.
No, we already forgave. We've been forgave.
Okay. So I guess it could be respect.
No, I don't want to respect that. I'm still angry. Nah, I'm just playing, y'all. So the last part of it is time. You must allow time to pass in order for your heart to heal from said thing. If you don't allow time to pass, they call it stepping in dog doo-doo. And it's going to keep stinking, and all you're going to do is be mad and mad all over again, and now you have to restart that grieving process again. Now you have to restart the forgiveness process again. Now you have to restart the seeking God's face process again. Let that time pass. Find something to do to occupy your time and your mind. Get you a new job. Find you some new friends. Hell, you might even get you a new boyfriend or girlfriend. I don't know. It's your own personal business, whatever you do, though. Hell, go get you another husband or wife. I don't know. But at the end of the day, what must happen? Time must pass. inventory of that time passed. If not, again, you're trekking in dog poo-poo. And we all know when dog poo-poo is stepped in or stirred up, what happens?
Stank.
That
Stank.
crap stink. That crap stink. So,
Yep.
what's our time, Chad?
Hour and 10.
Man, hey y'all, so y'all know I hate ending shows early. And I think we gave out a lot of really good information on tonight's process. What y'all think?
I mean, with all the technical difficulties, that's the reason.
You can't control none of that. Like I don't got no internet portal. Yeah, there's gonna be issues. GG1,
Yep.
thank you for your honesty in your situation. Chadwick,
Can I say something?
sure, Pipes.
That's not pipes.
Oh, my bad. I got these
So-
things in my ear.
What I want people to understand also about when you getting your breakthrough, sometimes you may have to relive certain situations over in order to understand or to keep you from going through that same situation again. Sometimes you have to just walk on the glass. Don't take the cuts, don't take the scrapes, whatever it takes for you to get to the other side. I spent a lot of time praying, seeking God's face, listening to worship music, just spending time figuring out who April was. And one thing Oprah said, sometimes you got to get you some new friends. Sometimes you got to get a new job. Sometimes you got to get you a new boo. But whatever it is that you have to do, that's what you have to do. And please don't allow anyone else to tell you how to get your breakthrough. Because the way it looks for you is not the way it looks for me. The way it looks for me is not the way it looks for Chad. The way it looks for Chad is not the way it looks for Deborah. And the way it looks for Deborah is not the way it looks for Hobart. Everybody got their own process that they got to go through. But remember, when you get to the other side of truth, the break is over.
Facts. I think that was a great closing statement, Grace and Girl One. I don't even need to say that. Y'all know what it is from here. I'm waiting on your pipe, and I can't see, so you need to make it in the screen.
There it is.
Hey, what's that thing? Lead with love.
To thine
Lead
own.
with love. To thine own self.
Be true.
Be true. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get this right because can't nobody do it like our coach, but she not here, so we gotta represent her. Be the light. You are the light, be the light, let your light shine. I did it. Yay! You are the light, be the light, let your light shine.
Man.
That's powerful.
Yep. But it is.
That's powerful.
It is.
And so watch this right here. We just some real people. We real everyday people. We ain't saying we got it all together. If you poll everybody on this panel, all 9 panelists, all 8 panelists, the co-host and the host, we're not saying we got it all together in life.
Nope.
What we're saying is we're not afraid to put our issues on Front Street and have a conversation. So don't be afraid to join the conversation. The conversation is also how you start the healing. Did somebody need me to say that again?
Go ahead.
The conversation is how you start the healing. When I look at this thing, man, the one thing that we know is the truth stands alone. The truth, every tub has to stand on its own bottom. Now, if you're not a tub, sit on you do nothing and do nothing. That may work for you. Lying to yourself may work for you. But you won't get better in life. You won't become a better person. Yes, ma'am. Somebody said something, y'all know I can't hear.
I said right.
Oh, man, we gotta. It's so many people living in trauma, hurt, pain, heartache, lost love, loneliness. The list is 10 miles long of all the mental health, mental anguish, trauma issues that we have in this world. And I was never the type of person that would put my business in the street. I've always been a super private, super personal person. But I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I needed some help after 23 years. And God got, I say this almost every week. You should have at least 5 or 6 friends that you can turn to that ain't gonna tell you damn business. They ain't gonna talk about you soon. You telling them your problems, they texting them to somebody else, or they'll text somebody else and say, boy, that Hobart is screwed up. Go on, hey, that fool on here telling me all his business right now. Call me, and I'm gonna tell him to hold on like I gotta check the other line, and I'm gonna click you in. Y'all know some of y'all don't do that. Y'all know people that do that all the time. Because again, people get enjoyment off of other people's pain. But if you one of them people, and I need everybody on the panel that's here tonight to say this with me. You are the weakest
link.
Y'all say it in unison?
Link.
Hey, you're the weakest link, man. If you can look somebody in the eye and tell them that you're their friend, you're their brother, you got their back, you're their sister, you got their back, and tell their business faster than they tell it to you, you're a son of a bitch. Period. And I meant what I said. If you out here telling kids crack is better than fentanyl, you're a son of a bitch. If you out here leading kids down the drugging path, you're a son of a bitch. We gotta be true to these kids and tell them the truth so they don't grow up to be fucked up like us.
Watch it now.
I'm sorry, I meant what I said though.
Say it a little soft.
I will not. I meant it just
He was
how
on
I
roll.
said
He
it.
was on roll.
And so with that being said, y'all know what it is. Remember, get off the bench.
Get in the game.
There you have it. No need to say anything else. Hey, next week, I don't know what we talking about next week, because I don't know. I can't talk about that grief thing, y'all. I'm sorry. I just can't do that. I'm not strong enough for that yet. See that? That's being truthful. That's being honest with yourself. It ain't been 6 months since my dad died, and I'm not ready for that conversation. I thought I was, but I'm not going to lie to myself. I'm not. Hell, I'm still grieving my mama death. And this December 29 will be 30 years, so I'm not going to put myself through that pain. Okay. Can y'all forgive me for that, y'all?
No.
And Piper, Pipes?
Yes, yes.
Can you please from a social?
You breaking up.
Thank you. I ain't working on. You better give me that topic for next week.
What?
Did you get that?
No, you sounded like Charlie Brown's teacher.
Come on. Y'all dumb, man. Y'all dumb. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
No, I'm for real. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. You're freezing up everyone.
Ask her after the conversation because you in a bad area.
Get off the bench. Get into the game.
We didn't hear that. I didn't hear it. We froze.